Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good wherever the heck time zone you are. We are here for Tier 1 action at Monaco for Round 2 of Season 10. Oh, my golly gee, do we have a fun round ahead of you guys here tonight. It is obviously here in the Principality, the scariest track for every driver. And it would be the best time to do it. You know, Round 2 of the championship championship, right when all the points matter the least, but they also matter the most when it comes to your momentum. It's going to be nothing but chaos here tonight. I am so excited to watch these 20 elite drivers go drive around this circuit. But before we get into that, speaking of elite, let's go ahead and talk to our very elite co-commentator, Mr. Rage Quit. Andy, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm as excited as a small child leading up to Christmas, Punjew, because I love this track. I love these drivers, and of course I love you.
Yes. Oh, you're too nice to me. What the heck? Why are you so sweet? Well, hey, you know, I also love this track and these drivers, and you as well. And speaking of this track and these drivers, let's go and take a look at this track, because nobody's ever seen Monaco before. So let's take a look at this track map. We got 19 turns, across 2.0 miles, 2.074, excuse me, 3.337 kilometers. Those you guys don't know how to read freedom units. A lot of up and down, though, obviously going up all the way through Sector 1, then coming down through Sector 2, and it's a flat Sector 3. So that's where your elevation changes. Where's the passing zone tonight? Never. So honestly, I think there's going to be one passing zone. It's going to be down the hill into turn 5. I expect it to be really, really tight there. I think that's really going to be the only spot that people are going to be able to make a move. I saw somebody in Tier 3 make a move down into the hairpin. But other than that, I haven't seen anybody make any moves really anywhere else. So those are my spots that I'm, looking for. Are there any spots that you're looking for tonight?
Yeah, like I say, coming out of the tunnel down towards the chicane, we tend to see some ropey moves into there, and also on that start-finish straight, ropey moves into Sandoval.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there'll be one or two, I'm sure, on the opening lap that maybe make a move for it, but hopefully not too many, because that is where all the chaos happens. Dutchy says he made 3 moves in turn 5, which is the time to do it. That's definitely the spot right there. I really think turn 5 is the spot to go for it. If you have better better tires, you can easily make that advantage pass. So that's definitely the spot to go for. But he says tier 5, not turn 5. He did it just everywhere then. That's just tier 5 stuff. Well, hey, we're talking about tier 5, but I just let's go ahead and talk about tier 1 because we already have our drivers out there in qualifying. And Andy, we got a fun qualifying session because it's wet.
It is soaking wet. We have got an array of drivers on the full wet tires. But I have to say, by the way, one driver with puddles all over the track has gone out on the green intermediate tires, and it's Rich Sebi.
Now, I want to stay on his camera. He's actually on a hot lap right now, too, so I'm really curious what's going to happen right here. But that is a brave move. I think, if we were halfway through this qualifying session, I'd say, oh, yeah, inters is the move. You've had enough people clear out a dry line. You're set. Right now, too early? Do you think it's too early? What do you think?
It looks way too early. When you've got all that standing water on the track, it just looks way early.
Yeah.
We see him going to the chicane. He's navigated the chicane pretty well there.
That's true. He definitely has. Now, one thing about the wets, I don't really know what a fast time is, but we do know Giants fan's always fast. At a 23.480, currently 4/10 faster than Master Turtle, and Master Turtle's quick. So, I mean, that could be a really good time. But Rich Sebi looks like he's handling this, very, very, very low traction extremely well. I don't know how he's going to handle it. Yeah, he says, just kidding.
No. There we go.
I'm going to straight slide. And that was a pretty sweet entry into the pits. I can't even lie. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's the best entry into the pits I think I've seen.
I know, that was pretty nice. Well, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at our drivers here tonight. Obviously, our drivers, we have a few reserves here, but our normal lineup is as follows. Obviously, McLaren of Giants, Phantom AA's. The Alpha Tauri of Axis and Supply Raptor. This Axis will be subbed out tonight for City of R. I know that the Alfa Romeo will have Don't Blink and Schedule both in there. The Aston Martin of Xylo and Drix, both good. The Williams of Mark 7 Hitch and Bops, both in there as well. The Alpines of Rich Sebi and Gamer, both there. The Haas's of Estenbot and Snakey. I believe we've got both of them currently, or one of them is going to be subbed out tonight, if I recall correctly. We've also got the Mercedes of Arcadia and Master Turtle. We've got both of them in there tonight. The Red Bulls of Minico and Cookie, both there ready to cook. And, of course, the Ferrari of Marcus Libs, without an official teammate still. So he's figured it out. I do see Ryan Newton here in the chat. Ryan, by the way, just go ahead and read the instructions that I posted in the Tier 1 chat. That'll get you your invite. Make sure your teammate does that too, whoever your teammate is, because they need to get you. We do have, though, the non-teammate of Ferrari. It's technically Yellow Snowman tonight. He's back to Tier 1. And at Monaco, nonetheless. Rage Quit, what do you think for his chances?
Well, it's well known throughout the MRL community that Yellow Snowman does like it around this circuit.
He
He's been
does.
successful around it before. In Tier 1, when he was racing here as a regular, obviously this is his first season back into Tier 2. So I would expect his confidence to be relatively high compared to what we've seen previously.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, of all the days for him to feel good, it's going to be today. Oh, Bob's is already out. Oh, no.
We lost to Williams. Yeah, we lost to Williams.
No, it's up the hill into in sector 1. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Supposedly Rich Sebi and him had a little bit of a collision. Oh, no. Sebi's in the pits now. Oh, no. Was it Sebi or was it a different one? Could have been Gamer, maybe? Gamer looks like he's slow right now. Wing looks intact. I'm not sure. Oh, Sebi says, what the heck? My game is frozen. Oh, that could have been Sebi and Bob's. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, we got some contentious action already. However, speaking of contentious, Estenba currently sitting on pole. Fun fact, did you know that Estenba last week for funsies spent like 10 hours on time trial setting the world record at Baku?
Yeah, I did see that. It's just incredible. That it takes some dedication around any track, but around Baku, please.
I know. It's insane. It's insane. Actually, I'm gonna ask Andy, would you be able to go ahead and get Ryan Newton an invite? Would be really awesome.
Yeah, I'll do what I can, sir.
Let's see if we can get him in. It sounds like Sebi's also had his game entirely crash. So not just his car, but also his game was crashed. Rich Sebi yet to set a time as well. Mark 7 Hitch also yet to set a time. Same with City of Art. Don't Blink. All yet to set times. Our tier 2 guys though are back in here after their crazy tier 2 race. It was pretty gnarly. But we're here now, obviously in tier 1. Giants fan though currently sitting in P2. Master Turtle in 3rd. They were the 2 first people to set times, and the Minico in 4th, but so far off of it at a 23 or 24-3, way far off the pace compared to 2nd and 1st, or 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So a lot of work to do for him. And I'm looking at Master Turtle right now, who's on an out lap, about to go set another hot lap, still on the wets. Only person who tried the inters was Sebi, and it did not work. Esteban, though, even faster. What the heck? Esteban is
22.9.
Yeah, he's a scary one for sure. Very scary one. 22.9. That's half a second faster than Giants fan. I don't know, man. That's something to worry about. Now, we're talking a little bit about this race and kind of what we're expecting to see. As I see a yellow flag in the back, it's a McLaren, just slowing down on the straights. Let's go ahead and take a look at last race. Obviously, our last race results with Cookie going and cooking the entire field, and Marcus Libbs coming in 2nd on a vengeance this season, in my opinion, with the AlphaTauri Supply Raptor in 3rd, and Ryan Newton yet to join yet. Obviously, reserving 2 weeks in a row now. Who reserved in 4th last week? A great result for him. Minico came in 5th, Giants fan in 6th, a little far off of what his normal pace is. Of course, Gamer in 7th, Xylo in 8th, Drix in 9th, the Aston Martin getting both in the points, and then the Williams and Bops rounding out the top 10. Driver to note from last week of a not so great performance was obviously double A's down in 13th. I mean, what do we think for him tonight? Do you think we're going to see a bit more of a return to form, or do you think it's going to be another, character building week?
Well, who knows at this track, right? I would like to think that double A's can bounce back from last week's disappointment, but this might not be the track to do it at. Certainly in these conditions, I think you're going to need to be either at the front or at the back. I would not want to be in that midfield today.
That's facts. Now, I don't know how Master Turtle just got a whole second and on his last lap, but he did. He's at 22.7 now. He's 2/10 faster than Esteban. So it's starting to kind of have a little bit of a duel for pole. I think that he's going to be, Giants fan, double A's, is definitely going to have a hard time having a bounce back week this week. Right now he's sitting in 5th, though, so it's starting off strong for him. You never know. I'm hearing that Esteban is inherently very good, actually, in the rain. So he could be one to watch for the night as well. I honestly, I think he had a shot at a championship 2 seasons ago, and just him missing races was his downfall.
Yeah, his attendance was one that let him down. Master Turtle, by the way, has gone 2/10 quicker.
Still? On a second flyer in a row? Wow. Okay. Let's see how he handles this. He looks pretty good through chicane. I think he probably left a little bit on the table through the first bit of chicane, but, he can go even faster. He's coming around the left-hander into swimming pool section. He's pretty close to it, and now he's down. Yeah, there's a second off of it. Yeah. Must have had a bit of a mistake somewhere at the end of sector 3. Unfortunate for him. But you know what? We're going to go down to double A's, the guy who we've been talking about and needs to have a recovery, and he doesn't recover right there. He goes and invalidates his lap. Out to Supply Raptor. He's down in his best time. Just kidding. He's up 0.08 of a second, but big slide going down into Casino. A slide of understeer is what that was. He's going to have a lot of work to do, locking up that front left tire, going through the hairpin, the slowest corner on the entire calendar. He's struggling for sure. All 20 drivers are in now, though. Thank you so much for getting Ryan Newton added in here. Don't Blink yet to set a lap, as well as Ryan Newton, Sebi, and Hitch. But Hitch and Don't Blink both on one. Let's take a look at Hitch. Do you want to call us through it?
Yeah, let me just go and find Hitch. Here he is in that Williams machine, then coming up towards the tight left-hander, heading down towards the hairpin. Hairpin, one of the places where you can make up an absolute heap of time if you get it right. If you get it wrong, guess what? You lose a lot of time as well.
Yes.
The right-hand turn down into the tunnel, navigates that well, utilizes a lot of track, which, like we said last week, good drivers do utilize as much track as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Rumble strips are there for a reason.
It's for you to rumble over them.
Beautiful, keeps it nice through the chicane. About to take the quick left-hander. Then we can see what that split is for Sector 2.
Looks good.
So 103 flat. Feels pretty decent. Feels
Yeah.
pretty decent. Navigates through that quick section. A little bit of back-end sliding.
Yeah, I think he's on the edge right now. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's that rear wheel into the wall.
As I said that. Oopsies. Sorry, Hitch. Yeah, it's not the best one. It's 25.5.
Yeah, not the best lap, 25.5. Just a quick note there. Rich Sebi did get back in the lobby. However, he has retired.
Interesting.
And I don't know whether that was retired on pits or whether he's tried to take control of his car and it's crashed.
I mean, honestly, it could be either one of those. Don't Blink is about to start his hot lap. It's technically his first lap right there, but it wasn't really a hot lap. It was kind of like an out-hop-ish hybrid combo lap. That last one. So now he's actually on a hot lap. And coming up the uphill straights, he's looking pretty solid into that fast left-hander. When you're in dries, it's pretty slow when in the wets. Then, of course, the tight right-hander that you have to hug the wall super tight so you can go down the Casino straight. Down into Casino and getting ready for the tight hairpin, which everybody always hates. I don't know how these guys are so fast though. Like, I think you made a good point. You could lose a lot of time there. I guarantee you that's where I'm losing a majority of my time every single lap. I just don't get it. I don't get how you do it fast. How do these guys do it?
No, it's ridiculous. I find myself, my front wheel is up on that inside curb.
Mm-hmm.
But it does tend to give me a worse exit out of the hairpin. Just a quick note on game audio, by the way.
Yeah. Looks like it's on. Mine's showing it's on. So it said it wasn't on for a second, but it's back on. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's registering. Can you hear it?
I'm not on the.
That's fair. No worries. Yeah, it's definitely quiet for sure, but that's the normal thing about broadcast. City of R's gone in. Or sorry, don't blink. Excuse me. Ryan Newton's on his out lap. There it is. Let's see what he's got. I always have it lower because of. Y'all will appreciate that. It's a little bit louder.
City of R is only 700s to the good, so he's got a lot of improvement to do. Let's see what he's managed to pick up in Sector 2. He lost time in Sector 2. He's now a 10th down on his time. So we might see him just kind of chilling, and yeah, he's building ERS back up.
Yeah. Now, obviously he's a Tier 2 driver coming up to reserve. He's gone into the pits. He's a Tier 2 driver coming up to reserve. However, speaking of Tier 2 drivers who've come up to reserve, Yellow Snowman, like we said, looks pretty strong right now. Sits in 13th, which is pretty good for him in Tier 1. He'll always take that any day of the week, right? So, if there was a track to do it, it's going to be Monaco, and it looks pretty good so far. Ryan Newton is flying down this Casino straight, giving it everything he's got on this first of his laps, and it will basically be his only one. He's going to do this one, have a chance for a cooldown while he's still on the same tires, and then go for one more. I hope he fueled up enough for it, because he's going to need that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. No time to get back in and back out.
No, definitely not. Now, speaking of somebody who's gone out...
Do we see anybody?
Something silly. You see Yellow Snowman's got the inters on in the garage?
Yeah.
He's ready for it. He's going to try it.
No, he's changed back to the wets.
I still see
back
inters.
to the inters.
Yeah. He's debating it.
Wets to Inters. He's trolling us. He's listening.
That he must be. He must be. He's looking at it. He's like, I'm just gonna start switching back and forth, just to mess with these guys. This guy, oh my gosh. But there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Okay, it was just a car going slow. Want to make sure it wasn't anything serious. Ryan Newton super late on the brakes going into the final corner, or second last corner. Has a little bit of a wiggle of the wheel. Definitely not stoked with himself. But he comes across the line. He will not be anywhere near pole. But he's not going to be, too terrible. 7th right now.
Good time. Good time.
It's not too bad. Yeah. Now I'm on Cookie right here. I'm curious what this guy's got in his tank, because he's defending a race win from last week. You said he didn't look as quick. Why do you say that?
Just from comments he's made about Monaco, doesn't feel like he's up there with some of the quicker guys in this tier for this particular track.
Yeah,
I think the guy's on fire. So I think from a consistency point of view, if he can rack up some consistent laps, we don't know what it's going to be like out on track. We've not heard from the weathermen yet. It might be a wet race.
I'm curious as well. I mean, if it is going to be a wet race, then that means obviously all these guys are going to be using, wet setups. So if it's going to be a dry race, they're running a full wet quali on dry setups. Ooh, Cookie, yeah, really putting everything he can down to the power right there and struggling to put it all down. I'm hearing it is a dry race, so that could really mess up everybody's everybody's setups, and could be why people are struggling out there right now. Yellow Snowman has decided to keep with those inters, though, so he's going to go for it. I'm curious to see what he's got, but before that, we want to see Cookie. He'll cross the line long before Yellow Snowman does. Yellow Snowman's still on an outlap in his Scuderia Ferrari. It's a bit of a late outlap, too. He's cutting it close.
He is cutting it real close. 45 seconds to go. Just about approaching the chicane now is Yellow Snowman.
Yeah, he's pretty far off. I'm a little worried for him. But he should make it. I mean, he's not going to get caught in traffic, so he should be fine. But yeah, and then there's Cookie. Oh, Cookie's made a mistake. He made a big mistake. Oh, he has to go and, oh, yeah, he's recharging. He's trying to give it one more shot as he runs over somebody's end plate. And he's hustling right now. Giants fan, that's all he's got. Giants fan, all he's got is a 22-7. And in my opinion, he was a favorite potentially take pole tonight. But Cookie is hustling around this track trying to get back to the start-finish line. What can he do? He's got 8 seconds to do it. Can Cookie make it back and maybe have one more shot at a pole position run? Will he do it? He just makes it by 1 second.
Just does it. Oh, my God.
So he's got a shot now. Let's see what Cookie can do. We're going to stay on him for this lap as we're going to watch some times. Pilot, oh no, Cookie terrible exit out of turn 1. No, Cookie's got to have something special coming out through sectors 2 and 3 to improve on that 23.755 he's already got on the board right now. Otherwise, he is really going to be kicking himself for how hard he worked just to get to that line and not get anything. 1.5 seconds off the pace. He's not going to be doing anything special here, I guarantee you. We're going to get back over to maybe Ryan Newton, who's invalidated himself. Marcus Libbs, what's he doing? He's valid. He's invalid. Excuse me, Marcus Libbs will not improve. Atsenbaugh not improving on himself as well. Cookie, way off, like I mentioned. Supply Raptor is up, though, 3/10. He could be potentially taking that spot away from Cookie and really making Cookie pretty mad at himself for that mistake coming out of turn 1. Supply Raptor looks quick as he comes across the start-finish line. There he is, 8th. Good improvement from him. Gamer, not up. He's done. Arcadia, not up as well. He's 4/10 off his best time. In fact, I think he might have a broken wing. Yellow Snowman, I think he might be still going for it on these inters.
Yeah, the gamble on the inters hasn't paid off. He's 8/10 down.
Oh, Mo.
He will still come around to complete the lap, but 8/10 down through 2 sectors.
Yes. He went for it at least. You know what? He tried. We'll give him that. Yeah, 9.5 tenths down. That's unfortunate. And that's qualifying done with our good friend, Mr. Rich Sebi, at the very back with a no qualifying time. But everybody else setting times. Atsenbaugh setting the fastest at a 1:22.451 in full wet condition. Congratulations to Atsenbaugh for the 2nd pole position of the season. Looking strong, does he not? Looks very strong.
Yeah, I'm really liking Atsenbaugh's laps there. It is a dry race, though, so Giants fans sitting there in P3.
Yep.
Interesting.
He's who I'm looking at personally. Him and Marcus are the ones that I'm like, whoa, hold on a second.
Yeah.
These guys could be seriously scary, so definitely watch out for them. But of course, before we talk too much about the race itself, we haven't even gotten there yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at our qualifying order. Atsenbaugh in pole with Master Turtle in 2nd. Giants fan coming home in 3rd. Marcus Libbs in 4th. Miniko in 5th. Good qualifying for Miniko, actually. Silo in 6th. Ryan Newton, a reserve, in 7th. Supply Raptor in 8th. Double A's in 9th. And Drix rounding out our top 10. So both the McLarens finally finding their way up into top 10 for qualifying. Nice mix-up for them. Cookie in 11th, a little far off his pace from last week. Gamer in 12th, Arcady in 13th, Snowman in 14th, City Var in 15th, Bob's in 16th, Hitch in 17th. So the Williams crew really having a tough one. Sketchy Bull and Don't Blink making 18th and 19th. Alfa Romeo also roughing it. And then Alpine of Sebi not setting a time. Ooh. Who is your favorite right now, looking at this grid?
I would be looking, same as you, I'd be looking at Giants fan and Marcus Libs. However, we did mention Master Turtle earlier. Maybe he's got some pace on the dry. Who knows? The sun is out. It's shining. The stands are packed with people bathing in the sunlight on race day.
Yeah, they don't have their ponchos out anymore, do they?
Exactly. No sitting in ponchos. The yachts are well accommodated. The champagne and caviar will be flowing beautifully.
Oh, that's funny.
Because, of course, we don't have hot dogs.
No, we don't.
At Monaco.
I know.
It's caviar.
It's not quite classy enough. I mean, actually, you'd hope it's caviar, but imagine it's like caviar-covered hot dogs, where it's like a hot dog, but instead of ketchup, they just put a little bit of a little caviar on top. That would be true Monaco right there. I would love to see that.
Monaco dog. The Monaco dog.
A monodog. So dumb. Why do us as commentators say some of the dumbest things? Speaking of which, did you see that clip that I posted of the iRacing commentator from last night?
Yes, I did. I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but that was wild.
So they were talking about the bus stop chicane at Daytona has been renamed to Le Mans chicane, and and so they were talking about how one of them said, "That's the bus stop chicane." Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to call it the Le Mans chicane and speak a little bit more French. And then the other guy was like, "Well, we can speak a little bit of French here." They just started just saying pure not French, and it was
Le bus stop.
Yeah, le bus stop. And they had to. They were like, "What do you say? How do you say bus stop in French?" And it's l'arrêt bus, which is correct, but they didn't know how to say l'arrêt, so they were saying it so poorly, and it was exceptional. Best commentary moment of the year. That and the one guy from Le Mans talking about heroin. Now we're here to talk about.
Yes, he did mention Big H, didn't he?
That was a good one. Well, we're here to talk about this this race right here, as we got our lights already on. 3, 4, 5 lights are on here at Monaco for the second round of Tier 1 Season 10, and they're off for the drivers. And Esteban gets a pretty decent launch. Master Turtle a little bit better on the outside, remember. But let's go ahead and see if there's going to be any carnage going into Turn 1. Looks like so far, clean enough. I'm just going to keep cycling down the cameras. I haven't seen a single broken wing. I didn't see a broken wing. They can do it, guys. It is possible. And not a single person has lost a whole bunch of time either. Everybody's still within a couple tenths of each other. Some movements happening between the Alfa Romeos in the very back, but that's about it. Esteban, Master Turtle, Giants fan, Marcus Libs, Minico are top 5 that are all obviously in contention for the win, all keeping it just tight and even, with a Red Bull actually going on the outside of the chicane. That's Minico trying to make a way around Marcus Libs. Nasty, there it is.
We have wing damage
There it is.
and a virtual safety car because of a pileup at the hairpin.
Yep, there it was. It was bound to happen, wasn't it? It's bound to happen. But it took a while. It took them, 6 quarters? Full safety.
They've done well. 6
Full
quarters.
Full safety?
Full safety car. Wow. We did see there is a car with a full Pinocchio going on. It's double A's.
No way.
His look goes from bad to worse. Double A's with the full Pinocchio.
Same thing with City of R as well. It looks like but the Williams somehow made it out alive. Bobson, Hitch not getting any big wig damage, but I think Sketchable also might have it as well. So double A's, you're right. His luck just absolutely terrible. He's going to have to pop into the pits and get that replaced ASAP. At least he's got, a full safety car. There goes a Mercedes ahead of him. Arcadia. How many people pit right here? I'm thinking 6.
Yellow Snowman's in.
Oh, no.
That's 6 in already. Oh, my word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good Lord.
8 drivers.
That's 8. 8 drivers.
9, excuse me. 9 drivers.
9 drivers.
Wow.
Now, just a quick call on tyre choice here. For strategy, Minico, who's not in the pits right now, started on the soft tyre.
Yeah, he wanted that safety car like 3 laps later. That's what he wanted right there. He did not get it. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, poor guy. Well, he's going to be in a bit of a rough spot as these laps go down. I think he probably could count still on a safety car coming out right around lap 10, but he wants it between like lap 5 and 7. It's really ideal for Minico, especially now.
Yeah, for sure.
One fun thing about... Oh, go ahead.
That's what you get with that first lap, that traffic jam into the hairpin. One person gets it slightly wrong, and that accordion effect is just... it's a killer. It's a killer.
It's so gnarly here. Yeah, you're right. And of course, as you mentioned, it literally only takes just one. I think it may have been Double A's would be the one that got it wrong, and then from then on back, it just became a bit of a big old pile up. Obviously, everybody though, make it through turn one. I'm proud of that. You know, we'll take our wins where we can get them.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll take our wins where I can do.
Well, I did F2 around Monaco on Friday night.
Oh.
And personally, I pitted 5 times. For 5 new wings.
Yeah, that's what we call the Monaco experience. You'd had
Those
it right.
cars are not fun to drive.
I like them. I don't know what you're talking about. I love them. Obviously, running Creator Series, like I did it the day after, and it was pretty gnarly. I can't even lie. It's intense. When you're on those super softs, you feel like you're on top of the world. The moment you touch those softs, you feel like you're literally underneath the world. It's horrible. Hey, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to let you take over commentary for just a second while we're doing safety car. I'll be right back in like 30 seconds.
No problem at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have our first safety car. We're on lap 3 of 39. And at the moment, it's Esteban leading the way in the Haas, as it was at the beginning of the race. So, from a position change point of view, the top 8 drivers are in the same position they were at the start of the race. It's Esteban, followed by Master Turtle in the Mercedes, Giants Fan in that McLaren, the Ferrari of Marcus Libbs, Minico in the Red Bull, the Aston Martin of Zylo, Ryan Newton in the Haas, and Supply Raptor rocking in the AlphaTauri. We've then got Cookie up 2 places into P9 in the Red Bull, with Gamer up into P10 in the Alpine, up 2 places. Now, the big winner so far is MK7 Hitch in the Williams. He's gained 6 positions so far. Arcadia in the Mercedes up 1 in P12. Double A's and Drix both losing 4 positions. And then we've got Yellow Snowman Bop, City of R, Don't Blink, Rich Sebi, and Sketchy Bull. We are about to go green again, though. Here we go, and it's Esteban, who's got off to a magnificent start. He's managed to gap Master Turtle. What a restart that is by Esteban in the Haas. Gap by 1 second already. It's Master Turtle then in P2 in the Mercedes with Giants Fan maintaining that position. What a restart that is from Esteban. 1 second gap up to Sandovo.
That was absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you're right. I happened to jump back right as he was about to go racing again. That was incredible. I think he just, like, red lights so much better than Master Turtle. Master Turtle was a little bit scared to get on the power right there. And that'll do it for you. Immediately, you make one little mistake and you're done for right there. So Master Turtle, still 1.1 seconds behind. That's a big gap to catch, though, here at Monaco. Small gaps throughout the rest of the grid, except for Cookie, 1 second out.
Yeah, I think of all tracks to get a good restart and to get a jump on your competitors, if you're out in front at Monaco, you can get 1 second gap before the first corner. I did it myself last 2 weeks ago. Get a gap, get the gas on the penultimate corner. Just gets you some good traction ready for the final corner and down that home straight.
Yeah, it's big time. Now I'm on Cookie's POV right now. He's 1.6 seconds back from his next compatriot of Supply Raptor, which is crazy because Cookie's putting in some really good laps right here, but he's still not able to quite close up that gap. Obviously, he had a bit of a bad safety car restart, so I'm wondering if he might have slight wing damage. Who knows? He seems a little bit more off the pace than usual, though. That's for sure. Gamer still barely within DRS of him, but then Mark 7 Hitch pretty far off that one. It's a big train behind Hitch, like a really big train, actually, so it's kind of like the Alonso train right there. Hitch leading it. He's under pressure from Arcadia, though. Arcadia needs to just get one good launch coming down right here, that casino straight, and Hitch is going to get passed up. Same thing with everybody that needs to make a pass. They just need to have one good launch coming out of casino, or, going down to the casino straight, and they're making a pass, no doubt.
Yeah, sure.
I'm taking a look at Minico. Look at this guy, man. On the softs. Still making it work great. I think he might have gotten a corner cut right there. Not sure. If he didn't, that's right on the edge for sure. But he's given it everything he's got today, and I think Minico is just, kind of sick and tired of not getting great results here at Miss Racing League. He wants to get another win, wants to get some more, good points, and maybe today's his day.
Yeah, I think Minico's certainly one to watch. I think you're right, though, what you said when that safety car came out. I think he is going to need a safety car
Yeah.
some point between now and lap 10.
Yeah.
just to get himself changed onto those hard tires and then take those the rest of the way.
Yeah, those. I mean, the hard tires will still be screaming by the time you get to the end. Don't get me wrong. But again, if it's Monaco and you're on a tire, if you're on a tire disadvantage, it's not going to make nearly as much of a difference. If it's some other place, you're not going to necessarily keep up to the people in front of you, but you're not going to be losing positions. So wherever you end up kind of getting held is where you're at. So maybe Monaco can get lucky, get that safety car, get him locked into 5th, throw on some hards and take it to the end. Everybody else will also be on hards too. So he hasn't really had a chance to really make the most of these softs either. I don't know. That Harry Sutton.
I guess what that safety car does give him, it probably gives him a couple of laps of grace on the soft tire.
That's true. Yeah, it definitely does. And Harry puts up a good point. He says Monaco might be going for an undercut to gain some track position and then just be a little bit of a bus on the track. Ooh, Monaco actually getting a little bit unsettled coming out of swimming pool, potentially hitting his wings. Ooh, huge actually. Oversteer moment coming out of the second last corner. He's pushing. He's got Zylo breathing down his neck, though, so I don't blame him. Up in the front, though, it's big gaps already from Esteban to Turtle to Giants fan to Marcus Libs. They're all barely holding on to each other. Barely. Yeah.
As Bops dips into the pits.
Yep. Tough.
Let's just have a quick look at him, see what that's for.
But I guess it's another wing.
Safety car's in the way. Yeah, there is a wing going on.
Oh. The flag?
Medium to medium.
Oh, there's a slow car of Ryan Newton. Ryan Newton, the Haas, is just pulled over? What is Ryan Newton doing there? Huh?
What did he do? Did he misjudge it into the runoff area?
No, he's pulled over. He's letting everybody go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, letting the whole crowd go. Yeah. Definitely on purpose. I wonder if he's planning on retiring into the pits. I don't know exactly what's going on with Ryan Newton right now. Maybe he has to retire into the pits or something like that. I'm not sure, though. Remember, he's here to reserve. And I think the number one thing he doesn't want to be is a nuisance to people, caught in the way and stuff like that. So I really do respect that if he's planning on retiring to the pits, that he's doing it this way. We do have 2 drivers into the pits right now. It's Supply Raptor and Zylo. They've called it and need to change a wing. And he does go into the pits and see if he retires. Not sure what happened, though. Kiss My Axe is team principal for the night. Doesn't understand what's going on at all. I don't either.
I've just seen somebody. That Bops has just lost a... Bops, after just pitting, has just lost an end plate. He's going to have to come back in.
No way. Ryan Newton, he just changed a wing. That's it.
Okay.
Wing and tires.
Well, Bops has not changed his wing. Bops has carried on.
Yeah, I think that's what he should be doing at this point. It'd be not smart. Oh, hold on. They got a little tussle coming out of the safety car. Or coming out of the pits. This is a real tight tussle. Bops barely gets in front. That could have been a little bit more spicy, but now Ryan Newton's going to be pissed because he's stuck behind a car that has wing damage.
Yeah.
Ryan thought about it right there. Axe is putting a pretty funny comment in the chat. He says, Ryan, I did not cancel your contract. What are you doing right now? Yeah, exactly, Ryan. What are you doing right now? Well, somebody whose contract is definitely not going to get canceled anytime soon is Giants fan. 8/10 out from Master Turtle. He's slowly closing up that gap. I think he might be looking for a move sometime sooner than later, but of course the gaps behind that are all getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody kind of starting to spread out, which I'm quite surprised with. Usually people can stick pretty close to each other. But the Red Bulls of Monaco and Cookie, 2.5 seconds away from each other. Monaco's 4 seconds out from Marcus Libs. Wow, it's just some big gaps. Also, for those of you guys that keep saying I'm doing karaoke, come on, guys. It's just so I have hands. I don't like holding the mic anymore. I need hands. Does it make you happy? Does it make you happy? Is this what you want? I hold it. I hold it. Oh my gosh. Can't make people happy.
Quick question for you. If you were to do karaoke, what would you sing?
Oh, that's a good question. Anyway, honestly, I had a bit of a childhood crush on Shania Twain. So I'd probably do some Shania Twain songs. Yeah.
Who didn't have a crush on Shania Twain? I'd sing Rocket Man.
Okay. All right. That's a classic.
That doesn't mean I had a crush on Elton John.
I mean, it's the same question, though. Who didn't have a crush on Elton John in some way, shape, or form? K-Sis says mine would be Call Me Maybe. Good one. Go with some Rebecca Black comment karaoke. That's good karaoke. Oh, what's not good, though, is Giants fan rocking with a penalty. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
30 seconds already.
3 seconds. Yeah.
He's pushing it. I mean, he wants to pass, but yeah.
Monaco's had enough of the soft tire and There is a front wing going on that Red Bull.
I knew it. I knew he would need it. I saw him have a couple little spots right there. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm so wrong. I said Rebecca Black. It was Carly Rae Jepsen, excuse me. So sorry. They're the same person in my mind. Because they both have exceptionally cringy songs coming out around the same time. And you guys know that's right. Friday and Call Me Maybe are like the same song. Andy, can we agree on this one? Friday, Call Me Maybe, the same song?
Punjew, you
basically.
have asked a question of somebody who's like no knowledge of music whatsoever. So I have got no idea what any of you are talking about.
That's fair. That is fair. Wow. Some people are saying no, but Call Me Maybe is actually good. Excuse me. Wow. See, Cases is right though. She knows all the words for a reason. To both, because both are very cringy, but also very good. Speaking of very good, though, Giants fan is putting down some very good lap times. He's really closing down on Master Turtle. Nice segue right there. Really closing down on Master Turtle. He's trying his best to get back up to him, but I don't think he's going to have that anytime soon. I'm wondering how many of these people behind him, though, are rocking with some wing damage. We got a VSC for a Haas going slow. At the chicane, it looks like it was Ryan Newton.
Yeah, it's a shame for Ryan because Ryan had literally just set the fastest lap of the race on those fresh mediums.
Yeah, it looked like it was him. It could be somebody else, though, but I swear it was him. But yeah, a bit rough for him. Cookie, though, notice he's up to 5th. What the heck? He's had some pretty impressive improvements. He's our second biggest gainer. Mark 7 Hitch up 10 positions just from staying out of trouble. And of course, there's Ryan Newton, though, who's down 10 positions from getting in trouble. Minico and Zylo also down 9. And Supply Record down 8. So those guys, unfortunately, losing quite a bit. Rich Sebi in 18th, still up 2 positions, though. So impressive for him. Impressive for him.
Yeah, and we have seen everybody from P8 down has made at least one stop. So nobody in the top 7 has made a stop yet. Minico had to ditch those soft tires and obviously get a fresh wing after 10 laps. So there's a little bit of an advantage. So maybe Arcadia's one to keep our eye on here. There are obviously plenty of massive gaps as we get going again, but plenty of massive gaps in between Giants fan all the way down to Hitch.
Yeah, it is some big splits right there. Now, I also do want to mention there's only 2 drivers on track right now with penalties, and it's both the McLaren drivers, the Giants fan and Double A's, the Dream Team from last season, having a bit of a rough one here in round 2 as well as they did in round 1. I'd say this one's a little bit less rough than the round 1 campaign was for sure, but still definitely not the most ideal day. Giants fan, though, 5 seconds ahead of Marcus Libs. I guarantee you Marcus has like some slight wing damage. There's no way he would be 5 seconds off the pace for Giants fan over this much time. So, yeah, Giants fan, that penalty is not going to have any sort of effect on him right now. But
yeah,
you never know how safety cars would shake out and stuff like that. Sorry for all those who just got their eyes blinded. When we switch cameras, it's very bright. Double A's right behind Arcadia and Mark 7 Hitch. He is trying his best to at least make 1 or 2 positions up because he does have that penalty and wants to break free so he can start making some moves and trying to gap out maybe on Hitch.
Just something that's developing at both the front and the back here. We've got Estambar, who's in front of Bops. Bops, at the rear of the field, is right on the gearbox of Estambar at the front of the field.
Oh, he is.
Hold on a second. Desperately trying to get by him.
Yeah, he does seem like he's itching to get by. I wonder why. Well, actually, oh my gosh, no! Bops wanted to get by. Esteban tried to pull over to let him go. Bops didn't know he was going to pull over to let him go, and Bops breaks his wing again.
Third time unlucky for Bops and wing damage.
Yeah, Bops is, that's going to be him really wanting to retire right now. Oh, that is so brutal. Oh, no. That's hard to watch. Regardless if you're his team principal or not, which obviously I am, that's just hard to watch no matter what. That is a rough one, and he is so far off now. But that's also allowed Estambar that's forced Estambar to lose tons of time.
Yeah.
To Master Turtle, who now has a reasonable shot.
And now Bops is back out in front of him. He's going to be going slower, and he's going to lose even more time as Bops comes in the pits again for the 3rd time tonight.
What are they doing, man? What is this going on? Bops, yeah, I wonder if he's going to retire in the pits, if he's going to keep it going. I mean, him being a full lap down and change now, it's usually time to retire, but it looks like he's still going for it. So, you know what? Good on him. He's not giving up quite yet. We're not even halfway through this race yet, though, so we got we got some time for more things to go wrong for everybody. Bob's will be coming out right in traffic with the Mercedes, too, so this definitely couldn't go wrong for the Mercedes of Arcadia, I want to say that is. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Arcadia. And it has to be let over. And Arcadia, let's go. Let's just watch Bob's. Wait. I said he has to let him over. He's not letting him through.
I think Bob's feels like he's actually got a little bit of pace when he's got a car that's got all the pieces on it that it should be on it. As Ryan Newton has actually pulled into the pit lane and retired from the race. Yeah,
I'm curious exactly what happened. Maybe he has rear wing damage. We didn't notice it. That could be why he was going so slow. I'm not sure, but I mean, rear wing damage to this track is going to be really tough. Now, Bob's, though, he's at risk because I did see the blue flags flying not too long ago. It looks like they've gone finally, so he's gapped out enough time to the Mercedes of Arcadia, so he's good. But he's got to charge himself all the way back to the field and then some. And a scary thing, there's a Haas. Oh, my gosh. The Haas of Ryan Newton comes back on track. Of course, it's a retired car, and he is causing trouble for multiple drivers. Almost caused trouble for the race leader of Esteban, who nearly sideswiped him. That could have been really bad. We got a Ferrari coming up on him.
Especially for his teammate.
Yes, exactly. The Ferrari. Oh, no, the Ferrari's in the worst spot ever. Oh, Marcus slips. Good navigation right there. Oh, that's so scary. So scary. And there's a yellow flag farther ahead. This Haas, it's basically going to pull straight forward into this runoff and retire itself. Wait, hold on a second.
It didn't. It kept going.
There's no way. Oh, and he's blocking.
It's still going round. Come on, Cookie, get by him.
Cookie
Don't break your wing, Cookie.
There he goes. Smart mode, Cookie. Gamers slowly catch up. This is, I mean, it's a rolling chicane for everybody, so at least it's fair to a certain extent. But
now it pulls over. Before the tunnel, it pulls out.
Why did it take literally a sector and a half for it to say,
I don't understand.
We're good.
Surely at the top of the hill where the runoff is.
Yes, that's the move. Oh, speaking of runoff, huge dive from from the Williams of Pops. Hold on a second. I saw Williams rear wing. I'm like, why is there a Williams? I don't see one on the standings. It's Pops trying to unlap himself with a gigantic dive on Gamer into the chicane. He's flying. What the heck is Pops doing? This is
fair play to Bobs for keeping going and driving the wheels off this thing.
Yeah, we'll give him that. You know, he is definitely our entertainment for the night because there hasn't been, crazy battles at this grid. Of course, it's pretty hard to battle here. But Bobs is our battle right now. Bobs has been hilarious, and a lot of people are starting to go into the pits right now. So he's been giving us all the action we need. He's actually catching up to the McLaren of. Is that Giants fan?
Yeah, Giants fan actually went into the pits, changed onto the hard tire that last lap. That's why he's relegated down to 5th. Cookie's up into 4th.
Could be, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking there might be something wrong with Giants fans' car, though. I mean, might have some wing damage or something like that. I swear, all these guys in the top 8, 9, why are they all such big gaps? Like, that does not make sense, So I think there's something wrong with each and every one of their cars. Personally, I think each and every one of them has some level of wing damage. Is my guess.
Well, we're about to find out for Esteban and Master Turtle. We're about to find out. Although the safety car being in the way doesn't allow me to see if that's got a new wing on it or not.
None of them did. However, Cookie, hold on, watch this. Cookie is going to come out in front. He's coming out in the lead. Cookie keeps the lead now as Esteban will be coming out just behind him. So that's going to be interesting. 16 lap old mediums. And remember, if we get a safety car in the next, 3 laps, Cookie will definitely stay out, and he'll be able to put on a medium set and take it to the end. And that, no, he wouldn't because he's on mediums right now. He'd have to take a hards to the end, but he might be able to somehow nurse some softs, potentially, if he gets really lucky, and it comes out late, and he just decides to stay on track position with, 70% tire temp or tire wear, which you can do. I mean, I ran this thing with 60% worn mediums last race in Tier 3, and it's doable. It's tough, but it's doable. Never know.
3 seconds for Hitch.
Yep. I'm watching this Esteban thing right here. Esteban, I don't think he wants to stay behind Cookie at all. Giants fans only 3/10 off of Esteban now, too, because of all the kerfuffling with Bops, and now this, this new blue flagging as well. They're catching up, too. Oh, wait, hold on a second. The blue flag is...
Must be Bops. Yeah, Bops is in that section.
Oh, he was just behind the Mercedes of Master Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore, but there goes the Haas. He's gonna try to get by Cookie right here. Look at that. Cookie's taking the outside line, the inside line. Oh no, this could be really bad, guys. Watch out into turn 1. It's an outside line for Esteban, and he gets squeezed.
Oh.
Cookie doesn't want to give it.
Giants fan just sat back watching as well.
Had to. Yeah.
I like that from him. I like that from him. He's like that. Let you two guys have a little squabble going into turn 1 into Sandoval.
There's got to be damage from these two for sure. Unfortunately, though, that's going to be on Esteban for trying to be a little bit too aggressive into that corner. In that case, Cookie had inside line. He never was, was at a right to give it up, right? And I don't think Esteban established himself too much of a right to the corner until it was too late.
Agreed.
So that could be entirely on Esteban, in which case Esteban has given himself damage and potentially even thrown away maybe even a race win for being a little bit too aggressive. Right now we're hearing in chat that he could have damage as well. So something to pay attention to. Check that left front. I don't see any damage on it, but it's probably quite cosmetic. He wants it, doesn't have it. Looks for the inside line there. There it goes. Oh, and he's going to force the Red Bull to stay out, who wanted to go in pit. And they barely make it through too wide going through the final corner. But Esteban once again is going to take another shot. No, he doesn't. Uh-oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad, guys. Oh!
Oh, my God.
Did Giants fan catch the damage too? I'm not sure. They are catching up to somebody. I don't know whose car is in front of them. They're catching up to somebody who's lapped. It could be Bops. No, it's Hit. Is it Hitch? Oh my gosh, both the Williams are technically in front and behind of this little pack of what is going on. The grid is so messed up right now, guys. It makes absolutely no sense, but it's technically Hitch about to be lapped.
Giants fan gets round at their hairpin.
Oh my gosh, I missed that because I was looking at the other two Williams who were like sandwiching this entire grid. Giants fan got around at the hairpin?
He made it. He made a move. He was in front leading into the hairpin and just made it stick on the inside.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, so now we got some good action right here between Giants fan Esteban and Master Turtle. I bet you all three of them have a little bit of wing damage right now too.
Oh no. I'm hoping Xylo's car doesn't come out of the pit lane. Here it comes. It's coming out of the pit lane.
Oh, right
as
as
our
these guys are all coming
leaders
up.
come into the penultimate corner.
It's not, dude.
It's going to go up. It's going to do exactly the same.
Giants gone in, though.
As Ryan Newton's did.
So
Giants fan dips in.
Yeah, Turtle and Esteban are staying out along with Cookie. And yeah, this is going to be dangerous right here, going up the hill. Oh, man. Cookie, once again, going to have to try to find his way by. He'll take the left side. What about the Haas? And the Mercedes? Yeah, all three make it through. Marcus Libs, though, is catching up to this retired car. This is the scary spot right here, in my opinion. I don't know how Marcus Libs is going to get around this because he's going to be having to come around at the worst time. Yeah, he had to slow down big time for that Aston Martin of Xylo. But he made it work. It's just a rolling yellow flag. Now, of course, Master Turtle, Esteban, and Cookie still fighting for this lead. Cookie holding them off on 19-lap old mediums, with Esteban on fresh hards trying desperately to find a way through, burning all of his ERS. He's down to 20%, so he's actually used it. I mean, this has been a squabble like nobody's business. Oh my gosh, it's a spin! Oh! Cookie, no! He's touched the inside of the kink of the chicane, and Esteban has T-boned him.
No. Now that brings it back. If there's damage on that Haas, which it doesn't look like there is,
he might have gotten lucky. Turtle catches a 5-second penalty. They're both going in though. And Marcus is going to go into. I mean, everyone's going to kind of be going in right around now, except for Cookie. What?
That's really interesting because whilst we were just watching that squabble there, Giants fan had to come in previously for a fresh front wing.
And I think he'll come out in front of these guys because a lot of people are dipping.
They're all dipping in. That Alpine, Rich Sebi might not be back in the race. That Alpine went into the pits and then morphed in front of Giants fan.
Yeah, I saw it too. He teleported. But that's going to be him going side by side with it. Oh my gosh. Oh, scary. Interesting though. So Turtle's penalty, yeah, he would have had that removed. Oh, nice move from Giants fan. That was gorgeous. Master Turtle did have a penalty, obviously 5 seconds, but he just served it into the pits. So Esteban 5 seconds ahead of Master Turtle now after coming out of the pits. And he's going to have it all too. He needs to put down some of the best pace of his life around this track. Not get caught up, but he's got a 19-lap-old medium Tier 2 driver, City of R, right in front of him, who's fighting with Rich Sebi. Dude, this is a nightmare for Esteban. What does he do?
Giants fan makes a pass on Supply Raptor in the tunnel.
Okay, so Giants fans cooking right now, huh?
Yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking. 6.4 second gap now to Monaco.
Wow.
On a better compound and a newer tire.
Yeah, his undercut looks like it worked really well on the other drivers that had to get on the mediums as well. Those being Esteban, Turtle, Snowman, etc. Esteban's made a move on City of R going into the second to last corner. And then obviously gets past Rich Sebi, who did actually go into the pits this time. He didn't morph out of it. City of R, though, will still be holding off Master Turtle whenever Master Turtle gets up there. But Esteban now on the charge, trying to catch back up to Giants fan. Remember, Giants fan with that 3-second penalty. So Esteban only needs about a 2.5, or about 3 seconds, a little less than 3 seconds to make it. Double A's has retired. On track, Double A's retired.
No, Double A's has crashed coming out of
Yes.
the chicane.
Yep, he's right there on the right side of the track. And it's cleared. No safety car. No safety car. Marcus Lib's leading the race with no safety. Wait, hold on. When the heck did Marcus get in the lead of this race? He just stayed out for a little bit? It's got pure lucky.
He stayed out when all those guys, after Giants fan had pitted, and all those guys came together and all jumped in the pits. He stayed out, and he's in position A right now. Four guys below him, all on much, much older tires.
Yeah.
And then the next guy's Giants fan who's got that 3-second penalty.
Correct. I mean, Arcadio, if he tries to stay out for the rest of this thing, he's a silly person, but he might. Drix could do it. Minico definitely could do it. But yeah, you're right, Giants fan. Cookie has decided to get onto the softs. He really needed that last crash to be a safety car, but obviously wasn't, which he's going to be so not stoked with because he just went in. And he took it as long as he possibly could, but now he's got to go 16 laps on softs here at Monaco, which is just the silliest thing I've ever seen somebody try in my life. But he had to. I mean, he was on mediums, right? Like, what's he going to do? Get on hards? You know?
If anybody can do it, Cookie can do it.
I mean, watch for punctures for sure. Let's see what happens. But obviously up at the front is what I want to see. Drix and Arcadia is the little battle that I need to see because Arcadia is going to be on a huge tire disadvantage. I'm wondering when he's going to go in. I'm sure it's going to be soon. Drix, though, will then become the wall. Giants fan has made a huge pass on Monaco going into the chicane. Huge pass on Monaco. Massive overspeed. Yeah, massive overspeed. That was no contest whatsoever. So Giants fans, does Monaco have damage as well? Maybe. This is a tough one to keep up with, isn't it? Because there's just so much going on. These drivers all kick in little bits of damage here and there. Here goes Giants fan. Maybe going to make a move in Arcadia going into turn 1. I don't think he'll have it quite yet. He's probably going to look for just a better exit instead. Yeah, exit's what he's prioritizing. Look at this.
Yeah, up the hill.
Doesn't have it quite yet, though, but he's going. Esteban, though, fastest lap of the race right now. Remember, he needs to just be within 3 seconds of Giants fan to take that position off of him because of penalties. Giants fan. Oh, yeah, he's going to take this move right here. He has to send it. There it is. I knew it. Oh! Arcadia. Oh, man. Arcadia a little bit too scared of that Mercedes, and he's broken his wing all the way off. Arcadia fully Pinocchio'd. Oh, sorry. No, it's just his right side. Oh, he's lucky on the or left side. Excuse me. Lucky there. I thought it was the whole thing because it looked like it for a second. But instead, Monaco now on the pressure. Going to go side by side with him through the tunnel. Arcadia had to back out that one. Yeah. But it's Esteban is the question. When's Esteban going to try to make it front? Oh, Mercedes just has to blow through the whole chicane. Arcadia plays that smart, though. Doesn't get a penalty, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know, stop the bleed for sure, but super wide there. And Drix catches 3, defending against Giants fan. Drix is on hard push of those 22-lap old hearts. There's no way he takes us to the end. There's no way. And then, do you see Giants fan catching 17 seconds to Marcus Lips?
The way he's moving right now, I wouldn't put it past him. However, Marcus, obviously, it was easier for Giants fans to catch up with Drix or some of the other guys because of the age of the tires and the softer compound.
Giants back to dive again.
I think 8 lap hards, and oh, there he goes. Down the inside.
That's the spot to do it. That is literally the spot in Monaco to make a pass. It's a super underrated spot to do it, but you have to do it there. It's the only place you can very safely get it done. So yeah, nice move from him. Great move from him. I'm hearing Esteban might have damage.
That wouldn't be a surprise.
He seems to have slowed down, huh?
Yeah.
Yellow flag.
Oh, sketchy bull out in the pits though. We've got another. As the lead cars get ready to finish Sector 2, that Alfa Romeo might make an appearance in Sector 1.
Just might, yeah. So Marcus Libs has obviously cleared it. The Alfa Romeo. Why does this one disappear? Sketchable has disappeared in the pit lane.
That's amazing.
What?
That's amazing. Don't understand.
Just
don't understand.
Come out of the track and cause pure chaos. And then Sketchables is just like, yeah, I'll do the right thing this time around. I'll just see you later. Park it.
Ryan's car did half a lap.
I know. Oh my gosh. Seppi. And Blink. Into the chicane. Safety car. Marcus Libs.
Car.
Marcus Libs.
Full safety car.
And it's going to be a late... Oh, yeah, they're crashed into the chicane. It blocked up the entire road, which is why Hitch had to slow down all the way. Bops won't get a chance to unlap himself as well. He's going to be too far out of this thing. Because he's like, I think, double lapped. I think he's been lapped by the entire field. There's a Ferrari ahead of him. Could be Yellow Snowman, who's trying to unlap himself off of right now. But Marcus Libs... Sorry, it's Marcus Libs, actually. So Bops might unlap himself right here?
Yeah, he might be okay. But I think he's got to pit.
Well, no, he has to pit second time around. So he has to stay out, go all the way around, pass the safety car, which it will let him do, and then he'll be back on the lead lap.
Yeah,
stay
he's
out.
going to
There
get
it
in
is.
front of the Ferrari now.
So he's...
Yeah, there we go.
Is he effectively unlapped? Does Bobs actually have a chance right now?
He's going to get out in front of his... Is that his teammate?
Yeah, he's...
Yes.
Yeah. So he's...
Okay, so
I
he's
don't know
only on
how...
lap...
I have no idea how lapped he is.
Giants fan drive-through penalty speeding under safety car. What a massive mistake that is from the most winningest driver in MRL history.
And all these drivers are going to be getting on softs primarily. Master Turtle opting for track position. Only one who's decided to stay out so far. Yeah, that was definitely the right move in my opinion for Master Turtle because that's really his only win condition at this point. Him staying in was going to be a silly move because he was just so far back, but he's going to be holding off Giants fan who's got a drive-through, who's really going to be no consequence. Cookie on 4-lap old softs. Didn't have a fresh one. And Drix on fresh mediums. Bops is fully unlapped himself. He's actually in front of his teammate. So Bops literally has a chance for points after having been lapped by almost the entire field at one point.
Love that from him.
If he gets points, there is never going to be another driver in the future or history of MRL that has had a more impressive recovery drive than that. That would be unbelievable. That'd be genuinely unbelievable. I don't know if that could ever happen to anybody else ever. That's crazy talk.
And as Harry says in chat, that's why you don't give up.
That's correct.
As Bops comes into the pits, there it is.
Wow. Also,
okay.
Sketchable's pissed because he retired and then literally a lap later it's a safety car. I don't blame you, Sketchable. I'd be pretty mad right now too. That's pretty brutal. That sucks. The luck. Yeah, Bob had to pit. He needed to.
Yeah. He had to get those softs on because he was on 14-lap old mediums.
Yep. But he's in this race. He's genuinely in this race.
Yeah, he is,
the safety car will stay out for sure until he gets a chance to come back. He's got to be smart about how he uses these softs on his out lap and his 2 laps that it will require for him to catch back up. But if he's smart about how he uses the wear on this thing and he only puts on 10%-ish wear, I mean, he's got a reasonable chance right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, City. Penalty for him.
And these penalties, I'm going to take a quick look at these.
I was going to say, I have to look at these as well. It's a lot. We got a drive-through for Giants fan, 3 seconds for Drix, 3 for Minico, 5 for City, 9 for Gamer, and 3 for both the Williams of Bops and Hitch. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, so you look at people like, I don't know, Giants fans going to have a huge issue with this drive-through, obviously.
Yeah.
So Marcus Master Turtle Cookie. Drix with the 3 seconds. I was going to say Drix. I fancied Drix because he was on the mediums, but I refrained to mention that he was on those that 3 second penalty. Yellow Snowman currently sitting in P6, getting himself out of trouble, the reserve Ferrari driver and Ferrari team principal.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Yellow Snowman genuinely might get a podium. It's actually possible because he's effectively in 4th right now. So there's technically a world where Yellow Snowman gets a podium in Tier 1. I just need everybody to know that, and we have said it here on broadcast so everybody knows it's possible.
Yellow Snowman back to Tier 1.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got out of that too as well. Absolutely what I got out of that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We shall see what happens.
Position change. We've just seen a position change under safety car.
Yeah, City of R.
It's a gamer. Oh, gamer's back in the pits.
Yeah, that's what it was. And he's got a wing, actually. Oh no. Gamer will come out behind one of the Williams and in front of the other, so he'll be split up. It's a gamer sandwich with some Williams bread. Is what that is. I also, oh, go ahead.
How happy are you not to be a steward this week, by the way?
Oh, extremely. I'm always happy to not be a steward every week, but this week especially. This is crazy.
There were 45 incidents last week.
I know, it was nuts. But I mean, I will say overall, the driving today, even though it's been Monaco, has actually been better, which is pretty impressive. So GG's to all the drivers out here today in Moose Racing League for improving themselves on that one week over week. It was pretty impressive. Yellowstone, though, it's something to note tires-wise. Yellow's on 8-lap-old mediums. Turtle's on 8-lap-old mediums. Cookie's on 6-lap-old softs. His are the really curious ones. I don't know how he's going to do that. Cookie, specifically. He's the only one that I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know how he's going to make this work. Yeah. But Yellow Snowman, I think if he can hold off somehow Monaco and Esteban, which, I mean, that's the craziest tall task in the world, he technically has a chance at a podium. And again, if there are crashes, something like that in front of him, podiums are on. Safety cars coming in this lap. We don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be crazy. Everybody buckle up for some insane racing here tonight. Marcus Libs will be restarting us on 2-lap-old softs, fresh ones. He's ready to get us going. He wants to get an amazing launch, obviously, to just gap out Master Turtle. Getting alongside a little bit. He's just staying to the left side. Says, I don't want to get alongside and break the rules, but I want to let you know I'm here. And there, yep, Turtle. Oh, that was a really smart spot for Marcus Libs to go. He really got that Turtle. 7/10. And Giants fan is right there. Giants fan has to get very lucky, though. He needs to make sure there isn't a safety car on this opening lap. If there is, it's bad for him. Giants fan catches 3 again. Wow. Yeah, the McLaren team, after winning the championship last season, those 2 drivers, though they're obviously here in the Williams, they are having a really tough opening 2 rounds for sure. Yellow Snowman, though, still sitting in 6th. Honestly, doing a good job. Esteban's about to dive him right here. It's a guaranteed move. Yep, there it is. Had to do it. Good move from him. Yellow Snowman fights back. Hold on a second. Snowman taking the inside line, blocking out the Red Bull. The Red Bull takes his way and makes his way through. That's Monaco. Just says, no, I'm going to go argy-bargy. Yellow Snowman trying to stick around the outside. Just can't do it. Monaco forced the issue and got up in front. Yellow Snowman probably not going to be stoked about that one, but welcome back to Tier 1, Yellow Snowman. Hope you missed it. That's a change. Still nice and crazy up here. Wow. I bet you this whole race, he's been like, Tier 1's not so bad anymore. And then lap 30 happens. He's like, okay, just kidding. I know why I'm not here anymore. This makes sense again.
Yeah, those soft tires for Monaco just worked as they should work.
Speaking of which, he's drifting around the second last corner. Marcus lives with a 10-1 on race fuel. Okay, all right. I'm retiring. That's better than my quali. Significantly better than my quali. That's so silly. That's crazy. All right, Marcus. Go show us how it's done, man. He looks like he's on a vengeance, here to win. It's been a while since he's won a race here at Moose Racing League. Like I said, last season, he's going to feel pretty hard done by because of the fact that he had some pretty bad luck early on in the season and, of course, had to miss the final 3 races. But this season, I knew he was going to come back with a vengeance, and that vengeance is here to show. 8 laps left to go here around the Principality, and Marcus Libs leads by 2.8 seconds. Master Turtle on older mediums, holding off Giants fan, Cookie, Drix, Esteban, Monaco. A huge list of stellar drivers all stuck behind Master Turtle on the old mediums.
Yeah, it's making it look like a pretty easy finish for Marcus Libs.
Yep.
If people can't get past Master Turtle. Giants fan, obviously, with the drive-through. That's another string to the bow of Marcus. The only one, really, is Cookie, and his tyres are 8 laps old. Everything looks like it's heading towards a Marcus Libs victory.
Yeah, it definitely does. Now we got a Giants fan going ahead and serving that drive-through penalty. Now's the time to do it. Yellow Snowman seems to be a little bit slow, though. He's getting caught up by Arcadia, who's on slightly fresher hards as well. So Yellow Snowman is in a bit of a struggle bus right now. We made jokes about him potentially getting a podium. That ain't not going to happen anymore. You never know. Obviously, there could be a huge crash in front, and there it is, right? But as of right now, it looks pretty unlikely. You'd have to have Master Turtle all the way to all the way to Monaco, all crash effectively for Snowman to grab himself a podium. But you never know.
You never do know.
You never know. Giants fan, though, serving that drive-through. He's now way at the back, and I do not expect him to catch back up. Just kidding. He just passed up Bops. Bops actually, I think, gave it to him right there. So, bit of a nice move from Bops. I don't know why he did that. Bops, I'm going to talk to you about that later, but...
Because Bops doesn't have a front wing.
Oh, okay, well, that would do it. That would be a...
Bops is Pinocchio'd.
Poor guy. He had done such an incredible recovery just to get back up into this thing, only to lose the front wing on 7 laps to go. That's not good.
Oh, well, no, that's it. He's out.
He's
the
out.
car. He's crashed at the chicane.
Yep. Oh, no safety car. It's too far away from people. Marcus Libs is crying with happiness because no safety car. If there was a safety car, that would have been anybody. But now, Bops is out, and Libs still leads this race pretty comfortably. Don't Blink has decided to lead the session. We have been retired for quite some time. Dude, man, I'm just so... I'm heartbroken for Bops, man. That was an incredible comeback. For it all to end like that is always, really rough. But he gave it everything he had. We got to give him some props for that. Now, Minico, speaking of giving it everything he has, is trying his best to give it everything he's got to get in front of some of these guys. Estenbach in the same boat, Drix in the same boat, and Cookie just trying to hold him off for dear life and catch up to Master Turtle so he can pass him. Master Turtle's going to stay out to the end. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Cookie, excuse me, really cutting it close on the chicanes. How do these guys have so much confidence to go so tight to the wall? It's crazy talk, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm guessing these guys just, relentless. At the end of the race last week, they just probably started practicing for this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did. At least a few of them for sure.
Yeah.
Estenbach, obviously, a whole 3 days worth of time trial to get a world record.
Yeah.
It's crazy talk, man. It's insane. Hearing about that grind that he did to just get that Baku time trial world record, even though literally we're never going to race there at Moose Racing League, is the funniest thing in the world to me. He just loves it so much. He goes for it. And so, I love I respect the grind for sure. He might try to make a move right here down into the casino corner. No, he does not. But that is his only spot really to make one on Drix, who's on a tire disadvantage to him. I don't know if that tire disadvantage is still a disadvantage, though. I think they're at 7 laps even. Who do you think has worse tires now?
I would say Estenbach probably has the worst tires now. I would certainly in the next lap or two. I mean, Drix is so close to Cookie now. Cookie clearly has a tire disadvantage.
Oh, speaking of which, the Aston Martin of Drix has to go
Drix
off.
has to bail, and then picks up another 3.
Yeah. Cookie wanted it so bad. They had gone side by side, and Drix just didn't quite break in good enough time and had to take a 3-second for it rather than taking some damage, which honestly, mad respect for that one for sure. May actually have a chance to get that removed as well. But, yeah, that was a smart move to do for sure. Estenbach right behind him, looking for a pass, but not going to have it anytime soon. Cookie on those 12-lap old softs, still nursing him, but Marcus Libs, of course, in the lead, 5 seconds to the good. What do you think about Marcus? Do you think this is a guaranteed win for him at this point?
Well, with all due respect to the commentator's curse, yes. I do think he's got this one in the bag.
It's
5.2 seconds with 4 laps remaining, 4.5 laps remaining. Yeah, it looks like he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, he's looking really solid here. Master Turtle, obviously, honestly, I'm really impressed with him with the way that he's played this strategy out, deciding not to pit when everybody else did. It was probably a really tough call for him to make. He sees 6, 7 drivers in front of him pit. He's like, I could get those softs, But he just said, no, I'm going to stick to my guns. I think I can take some track position and hold this one up. And he's done a great job. Not only has he gotten that track position, obviously he stayed out in front of Cookie, was big, who ended up having to put on used softs when he came back into the pits. So that's allowed him to just gap out and keep really comfortable into second. Cookie and Master Turtle looking the favorites to round out the podium. But of course, Drix wants to, and Estenbach, of course, they both want to say something about that and find their way in front of Cookie if they can. Drix, though, with that penalty, I don't know.
If Estenbach is going to end up on the podium, he's got to make a move pretty soon because he's got to get past Drix, and then obviously he'll have the better tire on Cookie just about.
Yeah.
But getting past Drix is going to be rough.
I love how we say that, and immediately the gap opens up for it, and he doesn't take it. Oh my gosh, Estenbach, usually known to take some pretty aggressive gaps, he decides to stay out of that one. Going into the casino. I'm pretty surprised. I think he should have gone for that. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. With time running out, time's not on his side. He's got to try and get that move done sooner rather than later.
And Drix is clean. You know, like he'll give him the space for it. At least make it competitive, you know, make it so it's not like a totally unfair shove him off the track kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Esteban, I think, needed to have a little bit more faith in his compatriot right there and go for a move. Drix looks like he's struggling big time. Maybe actually has a little bit of damage too. Esteban's got to be careful not to get washed up in that dirty air and allow it to, you know, have him go off and get himself some damage as well. But if he has a good enough exit here out of the final corner, that'd be good. Nope. That's actually a really bad one. Drix says, see you later, alligator. Flies away.
Lost the back end.
Yeah. And Monaco, obviously, with that penalty as well. He's just kind of hanging out, just to vibe. He's at the back of this little pack right now, but actually, currently, Supply Raptor would be taking over his position off of penalties. So he needs to get a move on as well, or Supply Raptor needs to slow down for Monaco to have a chance at holding this position. Doesn't look likely for him, though. Esteban, of course, he's playing too cautious. I think he needs to go for it.
Yeah, if he's going to make a move, it just has to happen, like, immediately, because he needs 2 places to try and pass if he's going to try and get Cookie as well.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just saw Giants fan make a double overtake down the casino straight. Giants fan might actually get a point at this rate. He's got 6 seconds of penalties, but all those behind him have more except for Hitch, but Hitch is just so far back. Giants fan actually on for a point somehow after this horribly, horribly unlucky race for him. Has a shot. Esteban, once again, still within a 10th or 2 of Drix in front. That's the exit he needed, but Drix having DRS will allow him to stay ahead, almost certainly to turn 1. Yeah, it will. Has to stay behind one more time. Can he make it done here? Esteban, this is his lap. He's got to go for it now or never. He may have picked... Oh, he thought about it right there. He may have picked never, though. That's what I was about to say, but I don't think he has. Oh, light tap on the wall on the outside there. But he's missed all of his chances, in my opinion. I think Esteban is now locked into 5th. 4th off the penalty.
His last opportunity will be on lap 39. Or, if he's bold enough, which it doesn't look like he is tonight, down towards the chicane. Can he make a move down towards the chicane through the tunnel? What kind of drive does he get out of that final turn? He is close. 2/10, but not closing.
Yeah. I think he has to stay off. I don't think he's going to make any sort of moves here in this lap. So, oh, actually a bit of a tail slapper coming out of the chicane. He's putting everything he's got into this Haas right here, but it's just not quite enough. Drix has been able to hold off beautifully. He's actually kind of catching up to Cookie a little bit, so somebody pay attention to that. Cookie actually almost a mistake going into the second last corner, and that's allowed Esteban to catch right back up to Drix. It's once again tooth and nail, nip and tuck, super tight. Into the final lap we go. Marcus Libs, of course, leading it right here, going up and down the hill all the way into the casino area. He looks so strong today. Has had the best strategy, the best mental, and the best management out of the entire day. But Esteban Drix goes up.
There goes Esteban!
He did it! Oh, Esteban finally makes the move, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Cookie. Esteban guaranteed 4th. He was already going to have it, though, in penalties. So now, what's he have to gain? He has to make a crazy move on Cookie, and I just don't see it happening with the next, like 6 corners to go. 10 corners just to go. I just don't know if it's going to happen here.
Yeah, he's just not quite close enough.
No, he's burning all of his energy, but so is Cookie. Yeah, they're both burning energy. They're both, doing everything they can to hold each other off. It's pretty even Stevens right here. I don't think we're going to see anything from there. So let's go ahead and take a look back at the front with Marcus Libs coming around the final few corners. He can even, just for funsies, almost do a donut on the start-finish line because he's so far ahead. Marcus Libs, after so many races of just a drought of wins, he has finally found his way back on the top step of the podium. He wins at Monaco. What a beautiful place to win it here, and not from pole. Master Turtle with the beautiful strategy as well comes home in 2nd, and Cookie just barely holding off Esteban to make it in 3rd with Esteban 2/10 out in 4th. Monaco takes home 5th after penalties. 6th after penalties. Supply Raptor finds his way up into 5th from the penalties, and Drix will come down into 7th. The Yellow Snowman, solid points in 8th actually, with Giants fan breathing down his neck actually, comes home in 9th. Pretty crazy. Giants fan finds his way into 9th. But penalties will not keep him in 9th. It puts him into 10th. And City of R will be there in 11th. Gamer in 12th. And Hitch rounding out our grid here tonight. Wow. What a ridiculous end of the race. I can't believe Esteban actually made that stick on Drix. But he needed to go for it earlier. He could have had a podium.
No, exactly. If he'd done that 1 or 2 laps earlier and been a bit more aggressive coming down to turn 5, when that gap opened up, like you said, on lap 36 or 37 or whatever it was,
Yeah.
that was his shot. And Cookie gets driver of the day.
I think that's pretty reasonable. He did an insanely good job. Obviously, the penalties definitely messed him up a little bit on that one, but him getting a podium out of that is pretty crazy. Marcus Libs, though, with the win at a 1:10.1, fastest lap of the race, too, gets 26 full points out of it today. So a great result from him for this championship. I believe that puts him in the lead of the championship as well. Master Turtle will come home in second, Cookie into third. Good results from him, but obviously not quite leading the championship anymore. And then Estenbot just unfortunately throwing away a pole position, coming home in fourth after not quite having the aggression that he needed at the final steps of this race. What a ridiculous finish here in Monaco. That's crazy talk. You want to see if we can get Libs, Turtle, and Cookie into interview room?
Yeah.
I'm mind blown. That was a good one. That was a really, really, really good one. I mean, obviously, each and every driver put their heart and soul out into this race tonight, but to me, I would say it's either Cookie or Marcus Libs who take my driver of the day tonight. It was almost Bops until that crash and loss of front wing. Had he made it back, and even if he finished in 11th, I would have given him driver of the day, to me, personally. That would have been crazy talk, even without any points.
Who, Bops?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
If he just would have finished, I would have been like, all right, that's crazy.
Yeah, the guy made 5 pit stops.
No way.
5 pit stops, and he was still within a shout of picking up some points towards the back end of that race.
That's ridiculous.
Until he lost his wing again.
Yeah, I know.
Which would have been his 6th stop.
That's crazy. Yep. Well, let's see if we can get one of these 3 guys up into the interview box.
Sure. Cookie was P3, right?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. Do we have almost in? I don't think he's in here. May have joined and then failed.
No, I have put him into the wrong media box.
Hey, Cookie. Can you hear us, Cookie?
I can hear you.
Heck, dude.
Yes, there he is.
What in the world was that drive from you today? You started outside of the top 10, and to finish on a podium is unbelievable. Tell me about how you made that work. I mean, lap 1's obviously so scary when you're back there in the mid-pack. Like, how did you fight through this thing just to persevere so well?
Yeah, kind of just, I don't know. I had no pace. I kind of relied on doing a kind of shithouse strategy of just staying out as long as possible.
They work. I know. I noticed you were out for so long. I was like, oh my gosh, you're still making this work. This is crazy talk.
But yeah, no, I mean, I had no pace. That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
It seems like the top 4 or 5 were just over a second a lap quicker, which is insane. But yeah, I think I was one of the only ones to not get myself wing damage, because I mean, I got damage once, but like I didn't just clatter a wall when I was lapping.
Yeah.
I kind of killed most of the leaders, I think, on accident. I don't know if that stuff is penalized, but
well, we'll see. Obviously, we'll find out. What I thought was really impressive, as you mentioned about staying out, it looked like you were staying out to try to get a safety car at a good timing for yourself, and it just never happened. And I don't know how you never getting a good safety car still results in you getting a podium. Like, I just don't get how you do that. That's serious consistency. And you're right, just not crashing yourself into a wall paid you crazy dividends. So great job on that. Unfortunate that the safety car came out, what was it, like 2 laps after you went in?
Yeah, I think it still helped me, though.
It definitely did, yeah. Without that, I don't think you would have gotten that podium, but it didn't help you get a win. I think if you had that safety car right when you needed it, a win would have happened. Almost certainly. You were right on there. This just put you in second place in the championship now. Obviously, Marcus Libs currently leading the championship. How are you going to be playing next week a little bit differently now that you're kind of fighting from second?
I'm gonna full send it.
Here we go. China's a place for full sending. I like it.
Yeah, China's one of my favorite tracks too. I'm hoping I can win there.
Heck yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch this. I think seeing you in your element, I've seen you in your element before, both on iRacing and in this game, and it's freaky. So I'm excited to see what you got next week.
Thank you, guys, and thank you for the fantastic races as always.
Of course, yeah, man. That's all on you, man. Yeah.
Good work, Cookie.
Of course. We'll see you later, buddy.
See ya.
All right, now I think we got Master Turtle, which again, Master Turtle, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on, dude? I honestly, usually I come into interviews and I've got, I got good questions already thought up. I literally have no questions for you. I just don't know how you did this. What in the world was that management at the very end to hold off those guys? How did you do that? That was incredible.
I just focused on not hitting the wall and minimal wheel spin. I actually thought I was gonna get eaten up, because everyone was on softs at the back. But I guess I just kept it clean. I didn't want to like sort of push the braking or anything, so I sort of kept my calm and got the position. The position.
I mean, it obviously worked out great. Your safe and smooth strategy was definitely the right way to go. You mentioned it exactly right. Just keep off that wheel spin is I think that's what really saved you, because you finished your lap. How old were your tires when you came over the line? 18, 19 laps old?
Yeah, 19 laps. Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard on mediums, especially at Monaco. What was your percentage, if you remember?
I'm not sure. I think it might have been like around 40 something. I'm not too sure.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good management. That's freaky.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think I did 20 laps on mediums in my tier 3, and I finished on like 70. So that tells you something. That's why you're tier 1, and I am not. That's a really good example right there.
I think the biggest heart attack for me was when I sort of crashed into Cookie. Like, he tapped the wall, and then we sort of both spun. Like, me and Esteban both got damage. And so we had to pit. And then I fell all the way back to P10. And then I was like, I went up to P6, I think. And then when the safety car came out, I was like, you know what? I'll just stay out.
Yeah.
And then I got P2, and then I was able to hold it.
Yeah, it was only you and Cookie who decided to make that strategy and just stay out. And look at that. That's 2 of the 3 podium sitters right there. So, as I say, track positions everything here at Monaco, and you guys proved it beautifully. So, great job there. Now, obviously, we're going to basically the complete antithesis of Monaco next week at China. Big runoffs, big passing zones, gigantic straight at the very end of the lap before you get to that, a hairpin. How do you plan on handling next week? Is it going to be another full send aggression mode, or are you going to play a little bit more management like you kind of did today?
I think we have a few more, we have a bit more opportunity. I'll try and work with my teammate because we work well together. So I'll try and see if we can get a good qualifying position and then work from there.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what happens. I think it's going to be a good time for sure. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Well, man, thanks again for a great race tonight, and we shall see you next week.
Thank you. Thank you for the commentary.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Turtle.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. Do we have Marcus? The man.
We do indeed have Marcus, yes.
The man, the myth, the legend, Marcus lives. Wow, he's back for a race. But how long has it been? Is this like 7 races? 8 races?
For a race win, I think it's my first tier 1 race win.
No way you didn't get one last season. No, you didn't.
No, I don't think so. I've got multiple P2, P3, but
that was what it was,
not a win.
So it's your first race win since May.
Yeah, correct.
2023, when you finished your tier 2 season with a disgusting dominance. So, hey, dominance can happen once, it can happen again. And I can tell you're back with a vengeance this season. Coming from a P2 last week and a win this week with the fastest lap to boot. And it was by no near contest. The next closest guy was 6/10 off of you on the fastest lap. So not only were you the best on the strategy, you were the best on your existing tires, and you were the best at your fuel management, probably the best on your tire management, and you were obviously the fastest on track. That is a ridiculously dominant performance. Did you feel like you were going to have that level of dominance going into Monaco, or were you a little bit worried?
Absolutely not. I don't think I was the fastest today. Just managed to pull a good result, like stay out of trouble, have a good strat, and yeah. At the end, for sure, I was the fastest because I think I was on the best tire at the end. But yeah, and also when I got into quali, I saw it was wet. I was a bit worried because I did not really practice wet, like maybe 3 or 4 lap of wet practice. But yeah.
I don't think anybody practiced wet. I mean, honestly, look at the way people were driving. No shot. Yeah, no way. I mean, you came in qualified in 4th, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I was watching you on the opening few laps as well, and you looked a little bit... Timid isn't the right word, but it's not the wrong word. You just looked definitely cautious and very wary of, like, there could be stuff that happens at any corner.
Yep.
do you think that really played into your advantage? Because obviously, you know, Esteban in front, he seemed so strong, and then just one little mistake, and it's boom, he's way at the back. So, obviously, that's probably your thought all along. But you know, how much do you think that contributed to your race win today?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, Monaco is a marathon, not a sprint. So yeah, I was saving tires, saving fuel a little bit, but I was not too worried about fuel because I
Yeah.
knew some safety car were probably coming. But yeah, I was taking it easy on the first stint. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just managed to pit at the right moment, and yeah, at the end managed to. I think you did a great resume of the race. I mean, fastest lap, great strat, stay out of
Ridiculous,
trouble.
dude.
That was good.
It was so
that
silly.
felt good for sure.
Yes, I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
There was the final safety car where obviously you had to go and restart it. When I saw that come out, I thought, oh no, Marcus is screwed here. Like, you know, that's definitely gonna mess him up. But then I looked at the facts, like, no, everyone's gonna have to pit, and even if he pits, nobody's gonna catch him, so he might be fine. I was a little worried that Turtle was gonna catch you under safety car.
Yeah.
If you pit and he didn't, but he just barely didn't quite get you. Once you came out in front, was that the point that you knew, like, I got this?
Yeah, I was also worried when I saw the last safety car because I chose a softer compound at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I started on the medium, so I had the only option I had to pit on was a used medium. That was my first stint medium, or a new soft. But I was a bit worried about the soft, like how it's gonna behave until the end of the race. And yeah, also I think I went for a bit of an hybrid setup between a wet and a dry.
Just really?
And that's why I was understeering a lot in the race. So, but yeah,
We didn't notice.
at the end, the soft was the better tire. So yeah,
That was the move, definitely. Well, man, a great performance overall. Just like absolutely insane, super dominant. It was great to see another dominant race like that. And you know, I think that's where you shine when you really have everything go right. It just goes right for you. So that was really sweet. Next race, we're going to China. It's always a battle there. It's very scrappy, especially that turn one. Very unique overtaking opportunities into turn one if you play it smart. Do you have a lot of experience in China, or is it one that you're a little bit less, you know, familiar with?
a little bit less familiar with for sure because we did not race China last season, and the tier 2 season I had, we did not race China as well. So
I always
gonna
forget.
have to.
I consistently forget that we're your only league experience.
True, it's my first.
I know.
Actually, it's been a year now. I've been doing some sim racing. So I've started January 2023 with the MRL League in Tier 2 and jumped into Tier 1. Last season was not working properly for me, but now I'm back. Yeah,
now we're back.
Yep.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man. Wow. Well, man, I wish you the best of luck into next week. Of course, you know, go and celebrate tonight, pop some champagne, and eat some caviar as you would in Monaco. We recommend a caviar-covered hot dog is what we mentioned at the beginning of the race today. It probably could be really tasty. Yeah, the monodog, as we called it.
Yeah.
Well, man, again, seriously, great race tonight, and can't wait to see you next week.
Thanks. I hope you enjoyed that one because I really did. And yeah, good luck to you guys as well for next week.
Thank you.
And I'll be there and ready. Yep.
Heck yeah, we'll see you then.
Marcus. Hey, well done, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Well, Andy, that's one heck of a way to finish it. It was absolutely wild. It looks like Marcus might still be in the call right now, actually. It was absolutely wild. Obviously, I think you know, for us to finish Monaco that intensely is everything that we could have hoped for. With that crazy pass with Esteban, just a nice little battle. But for Marcus to dominate like that, what do you think about his chances for the rest of the season? That is scary for the rest of the grid.
Yeah, you've got to say, man. You know, that tier 2 domination he had a couple of seasons ago was just right up there, and now I don't think he had much luck last year.
No.
I don't think that he was that bad a driver. I just think he didn't quite have the luck. He had lots of P2s and P3s. A couple of times he couldn't race, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to have the greatest season in Tier 1 we've had in some time.
I think so.
Looking at these guys, you know, we've got the good regulars, you know, your Drixers and your Giants fans. and then you've got Cookie and Marcus coming to the fore right now in those first 2 races, really putting down a marker for the rest of those elite drivers. And these are elite drivers. These are not slowpokes.
All of them.
These are elite guys.
There isn't a single one, in my opinion, who was like, for lack of a better term, bad. Like they're all obviously exceptional. They all very much so deserve to be where they're at. And in any given day, honestly, I really think all 20 of them could technically win a race.
Absolutely.
Has to be the right track and the right circumstances, but I think all 20 of them have a shot. And so that was what makes it so fun to be up here at this, upper echelon. But you mentioned it right. There are a bunch of, regular drivers that are always favorites. I think Esteban also deserves a shout up to be up there, too. He's really put some work in. So I expect to see a win from him this season as well. So we shall see. Last season, he seems to only ever score points when he won. So we'll see if he does that again. But it seems to be his thing. He's been getting better points this time around, a little bit more consistent, but seems to be his favorite thing to win and get points.
Well, we've started season. What are we in? Season 11? Season 10? Season 47?
I know, right?
Season 10. We've started season 10 the way we started season 9. 2 races, 2 winners.
That's correct.
Who's going to win at China next week? Can we be the same as we were after 6 races last season with 5 different winners?
That'll sick.
That'll give us the battle.
I still remember the season before that we had 8 race winners in the first 8 races, which is insane to me still. That was crazy. So you never know. We might have the same thing like that as well. Sketchy Boy won a race that season. Remember that?
Good old Sketchy, yes.
He's won a race here. Well, hey, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to head over to the No Assist Tier. If you guys haven't jumped over there yet, make sure you go jump over and give the No Assist Tier some love. They're obviously, has some of the most insane racing. And with it being at Monaco and No Assists, is just going to be pure chaos. It's going to be amazing. Give our commentators a ton of love over there. They're phenomenal. I need you guys to do me a favor, of course, as always, keep being wonderful and keep making the world a better place. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out here and watching tonight here at Boost Racing League. I hope you guys had a blast. We'll be back here next week for China for Tier 1 action in Season 10. But, of course, we're off tonight to go to No Assists. See y'all later. Have a beautiful night. Andy, thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you so much, mate. Great to see you.
Adios.